Today we're going to be breaking down one of my all-time top three favorite steaks, the skirt steak. And a couple points on this beauty. One, I think absolutely you want to go outside versus inside, to the point that I would even take a choice outside like we have here, this Black Angus, over a Wagyu inside steak. I've cooked probably 10 different variations of the skirt steak between inside and outside with prime, uh, Wagyu, choice, Black Angus. I think that there's so much kind of fat in this steak that there's a lot of variability at the market over which one. So you definitely want to find one that has really nice grain. Even like skirt steaks in the same category, in the same bin, will look very different. So I like them a little bit thicker, definitely like outside. I'm looking for good marbling, good fat kind of throughout, nice and thick, and that's kind of the one that I love to settle in on, which we have right here. And then super handy also is a pair of kitchen shears for this. You can cut right through instead of cutting with a knife. Great little hack I learned in Seoul, South Korea. So this is what our skirt looks like. I like to kind of take it, fold it out. So it usually comes in one big piece like this. And then what I like to do with the kitchen shears, cut it into kind of manageable sections. And you want to be thinking about in terms of the thickness here, because the thicker pieces will cook uh, longer than the thinner pieces. So kind of look for natural points in the steak and give yourself a good cut right along those lines. And now we got four nice pieces here. You know what, this one here is a lot thinner than here. I'll give this one more cut right here. And a lot of different options on seasonings. You could marinate these, soy sauce, honey, garlic, oregano, shallots do really well. I'd go overnight on that. I tend to go really simple, just with some salt. I love the beefy flavor I get from here. We got beautiful fat on these that's going to do really well on the high heat of the grill. So we'll do just some salt, but it definitely takes marinades really well. Now, the name of the game here is high heat, short amount of time. We're not going to be reverse searing these. These are going to cook hot and fast because of how thin they are. So we want to preheat the grill for at least 10 minutes. I like mine at about 5 to 600 degrees. And we're going to get everything on. And I like to flip every single minute to prevent these from burning when we're cooking at higher heats. That's been a nice kind of hack that I've picked up on, is if you flip every minute, even at really high heat, even at 700, it's going to do well. If everything's really sticking to the grates, if that's the case, keep it on, let it build that crust, and then it will let go a little easier. So you can do 2 minutes for your first sear. Like this one's not ready to come off. This one is. That piece came off a lot nicer. We see how brown it got. It's the Maillard reaction. The thin pieces are usually done at about 3 minutes. I'm going to take that off. Looks good. We ended up going about 5 minutes total, between 5 and 600 degrees. One little test you could do if you want to pull, because you can't really put a thermometer in here, is what I call the palm test. So if you put your index finger and your thumb together and feel your palm right here, that's the consistency of rare. So if you're poking your steak and that's what you're feeling, you're rare. If you want more than that, I like to take this to about medium rare. So that's middle finger and thumb. Push on that, push on that. If that matches, you got nice medium rare with your ring finger and your thumb. That's kind of a medium, more medium well. and then pinky and the thumb, you're looking at well done. I see you, England. Don't cook your steak well done. Now, if you're going to be going to slice these, if you wanted to do tacos, for example, I recommend a super sharp knife. We got this beautiful New West Knife Works chef knife. And the most important thing with steak when you're slicing it is you have to know where your grain is. So the grain on a skirt goes just like this. It is horizontal. So you need to make two cuts. One cut right down the middle. Then we're going to turn that steak 90 degrees so that we can slice against this grain. We want to slice against this grain. My buddy Emery slices with the grain. It comes out super tough. Don't be like Emery. We want to slice against the grain. Crazy juicy. Nice little red center there. The steak is so tasty. I love this thing. And you know that you're slicing it against the grain if you can see all these beautiful kind of cross muscle fiber here. I'll show you what it looks like if we slice with the grain, just so you get a sense for what we don't want. This is a slice with the grain. You can kind of see the difference between these two. Here our muscle fibers are running in relation to the slice we made. Here we went against the grain. We cut through those muscle fibers. It's going to be so much more tender, even to the point where if you wanted to pull this apart, I'll use the same force. Pull this apart, you can't really do it. This is one piece of rope versus if we try and pull this apart, same force comes across so much easier. That means tenderness. That means a great chew, a great bite. That's skirt steak. Delicious. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.